Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, Monday through Thursday. This is a general reading, and that means I'm going to be using, of course, my two Radley Valentine decks. I use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main message. Then I will pull one from my Angel Tarot cards. I pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck, too. Now, I'm also for the introduction, which we are in the introduction, and I do put a little time marker when the actual readings start so that anyone that's cross watching, and basically it's very encouraged for you to check what your moon, your Venus, ascending, rising, and you can kind of take a look at all of them. By going to the marker, you skip then the introduction. Anyway, I will be in the introduction using my Waite Rider traditional tarot. I will pull three for that. That's more for an overview of what's happening possibly in our world. Okay? Now, remember to I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message. Now, anything that is reversed, any cards that are reversed, basically have a little stronger energy. So let's go on. We are going to go ahead and pull three cards just to see what's happening in the world, what the energies are going to be like. Oops, and a card is flying. When cards fly, and I have to disappear for a moment, it usually means, hey, pay attention to me. It is face down. It is face down, so I don't know what this is. And I told you that reverse cards have stronger energies. Also to remember, swords is our air energy, and that's our Gemini. It is our Libra and Aquarius. Cups is our water energy. It is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional. Wands and rods is our fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And then we have Pentacles, which is our earth energy. And that would be our Virgo, Capricorn, and our Taurus energy. So let's see what we have. Please take time now. Please take time now to like, share, subscribe. The buttons should be over there. It helps. Click on the bell for notifications. I've had some viewers telling me that they've been having trouble with their notifications. They've kind of said that they think that my algorithms might be a little bit messed up. So please, if you are subscribed, resubscribe. Do all the buttons again, please, because it does help. Thank you so much. And thank you to my viewers who have made comment to that. And I do love to listen to your comments or read your comments. So please do feel free to comment. Okay, first card here. This is reverse, a little bit stronger energy. This is a 5. 5 has some change energy to it, positive, negative. It can be a little bit on that difficult side, and we know what difficulties are like. We've had many ups and downs in the last couple of years, but that's what life is all about. Now, the Hierophant is very much a traditionalist, but there's a couple of things going on with this Hierophant too. So one is tradition, one is there is also a legalistic type of energy around the Hierophant. But the other thing that the Hierophant has, and I'm picking this energy up more, so is being around people with your views, okay? People that are very supportive of you. So if you have, if you've been, going a little bit off of the traditional view, or off of the traditional pathway, it's very important for you to have the spiritual support to help to get you on, help to get you through this. So there's going to be a couple of things going on with this week with the Hierophant. One is, and again, to the Hierophant, I always get, because I am a fire sign, I always kind of, I'm always like a little bit resistant to those traditions, unless it makes sense to me, unless it's kind to others. So just kind of the Hierophant has a very traditional, very legalistic energy, but at the same time, there's also that part that says the people that need, the people need to be around people that help to support them to get them through some of this energy too. So let's see what else we have here. Next card. Okay, this is also reversed. So now we have two, and these are from the major arcana. So this is more of that bigger overview. The minor arcanas kind of give us that day-to-day feel, but this is this is something bigger than us. Now, the Emperor, there's a 4, so some stability, some leadership. There's also some organization with the Emperor. The Emperor kind of gets us back on our path. The Emperor kind of guides us where we need to do. So while we have this being more of the religious, this has more of that oversight of even that religious, okay? So, these two are very powerful, very strong leaders in our universal. Now, again, it kind of has there is kind of a little bit of I don't necessarily want to say conflict, but I kind of feel like a little bit rubbing each other wrong. So we're going to have to just watch to see what that's all about. Okay, next card. And now we have the Hermit. And again, these are reversed. Now, the Hermit, so we have all major arcana. So we have some majorly higher power, and again, when I talk about higher power, I talk higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, the source, whoever that is to you, that's very personal to you. But this has a very strong universal type of energy going on. And one thing, this is a 9. So 9s have kind of this completion. It's kind of this ending type of thing. It's kind of this let's wrap things up and let's move on with our life. But the Hermit is one that needs to take time away, needs to think about what's going on, needs to kind of see that bigger picture. Now, one of the things that really popped to me was that we had a 5 plus a 4, and that equals 9. And if you know what I've been talking about the last month or so, and I am so grateful to the subscribers that let me know, because one thing about me is once I give the reading and once it's delivered, it's something that I really don't recall it unless higher power wants me to. But it's kind of like it's delivered, now let's move on. And that's kind of where the Hermit is too. It's kind of like, okay, it's delivered, let's move on. Or I should say that's how number 9 is. That's what that number is. But what really jumped at me was 5 plus 4 equals 9. So the numbers have been speaking quite a bit. A lot of times, that's how angelic realms, they like to speak to us through numbers. And there's some wonderful sites, and I talk about this as, you go to your search browser, whoever that is, whatever that is, and I would suggest you put 5, 4, and 9 in, and then put angel numbers behind it. And when I talk about the numbers in the shorter readings, then, please, go, or in any of the readings, if they're jumping out, well, these are very, very strong energies here. So we have this traditionalist. We have this Emperor that is, kind of sees beyond the tradition, kind of sees the changes between, because the traditionalist also has an emotional component to it. It also is kind of what we buy into as a people. The Emperor sees things a little bit at a higher energy, at a higher level. And the Hermit is where we need to step back and we need to kind of reconcile what we're seeing, what we're hearing, what we're believing. We need to connect with higher power and just see where everything is fitting to. So we have this this major arcana cards, very high energy. I tell you to keep your energy and your vibrations up, because everyone that watches, you're here for a reason. We've connected for a reason, okay? And it is to keep us, our vibrations higher, because we are countering with very low vibration people. And I've had some conversations with viewers about that too, that, many times the lower vibration people come in, they're trying to pull you down. We need to, and it's a struggle, but this is also saying, we definitely, need to keep our vibrations up. If we're around people that are very low vibration, then step away from them. Step away, move away from them. Okay? Okay. Now, I will put the time marker into the, into my little introduction, my description, okay? So that all the cross watchers, and that means that people that watch for their moon, their sun, their Venus, ascending, rising, all of those, that you can just watch the intro one time and then go to the time marker to watch for your other energies. Okay? Okay. So, very high universal energy this week. Remember, Mercury did go into Cancer on the 11th, and Mercury is about communication. Cancer is very, maternal in many ways, but very deep, very let's get down and find out, kind of like let's find out what's really going on. So we should expect to have some very deep discussions. But again, this is very high level type of energy over us, the world, at this time. Okay, so now let's start our readings. Hello, my Leos. How are you? Time to wrap things up. Get ready for your birthday season. I will, I do have it on in my mind. I do need to start the long readings for Leo season. We do have 2 full moons, both in Aquarius for your season, so that could be very eye-opening. Okay, so let's see what we have. I said 2 full moons. Yes, 2 full moons. Let's see what we have for my Leos for this week. 1, 2, 3. All of them are reversed. Strong, and I'm getting the word strong magic. Strong magic. There's a lot of things that you can manifest this week, my Leos, so just make sure that you just keep putting it out there, Don't give up. We're very close to that next piece, whatever that next piece is. We're very close to it. Okay, because I'm a Leo too. Here we go. First card, 2 of Raphael. So there's an emotional decision. There's also an emotional partnership here. 2s have some crossroads. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Raphael is water energy, cup energy. It's fluid, emotional, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And, there is this connection. Again, relationships, we talk about what relationships are: work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, home. So there's some more decisions to be made with this interpersonal, in this intimate type of relationship for you. Now, there also is some partnership with 2s too. So you need to kind of know that, it's kind of like, do I, don't I, where am I going? There is a little bit of ambiguity with the 2 of Raphael for you right now. There is a little bit of a trusting yourself type of energy with this too. So it's kind of like, I want to, I don't want to look foolish. It's kind of like this, I want to move, I don't, I'm afraid, I'm not, I know that this is where I need to go. I'm not quite sure if this is where I'm supposed to go. Where is the answers? Where is the signs? Okay? So, but this is also 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. So that in itself is lovely. Okay? The 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. I also feel connection with higher power, some guidance with the source. Here we go. Divine. I didn't see this. I didn't see this. So 5s have some change energy to it. Positive, negative, neutral, always a little bit on that harder side. Just even if it's positive change, it's kind of like, if you change because you wake up every day at 6 o'clock in the morning and now you have to wake up at 5, well, it's only an hour, yes, but it's that hour you really enjoyed, okay? So it's change, change. Divine guidance is exactly what I was just talking about. Connecting, higher power, whoever that is for you, kind of letting things happen. Now, this is also in the traditional Waite Rider. This would be your Hierophant. And, so there's, but I like this one. This has a different type of energy to it than that traditional, but it's interesting that we have those 2 5s. And what I say by that, if you didn't watch the intro, it was in the intro, okay? So we have that energy going on. So there is something that, there is something very divine, very sourcey type of energy here. But this is the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So remember, the Hierophant has more of that traditional energy. It has also a very legalistic energy, legalistic being in, the rules and regulations of the spiritual realm, of the religious realm, whereas this is telling you to kind of look beyond that. Search some more. Don't necessarily accept everything that you're told without looking into it more so. Don't accept it just because you were told. There's things that you need to do to kind of integrate that even more so. And that's again where you need to, surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. But again, I do get this very much question. Okay? Okay. Next card, reversed. The 3 of Gabriel. So we have the 253. Definitely look those up. Gabriel is your energy. Also Sagittarius and Aries, passionate, burning, very determined, fire energy. 3s, creativity. There's also power in 3s. Something that you do 3 times, saying something 3 times, having 3 people, including yourself, in agreement. But this has, you see, this is your ship comes in. So whatever this is, there is a resolution. I would say that by Thursday, you have some answers. You have some answers to whatever this real question is, whatever this decision is, whatever this emotional change is for you, whatever this spiritual change. I would say that by even Wednesday, Thursday, you're on your way. You're moving forward. You've resolved a lot. You have, you've been meditating, praying, however that is for you. And now it's time for your movement. It's time for you to now get ready. And again, too, especially since Leo season is coming upon us. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So it's that in itself. Things are moving for you. Again, too, there is a lot of divine energy around us. Okay. And this one just popped. So here we have Archangel Sandalphon. Sandalphon is believed to be Elijah. The thing about Elijah, too, is I was reading a little bit about him. You have to remember, Elijah went through a lot of ups and downs in his life. He was the great prophet, and he had some ups and downs, and he had a lot of conflict with faith. Okay, not that he didn't know what he needed to do, but there was a lot of times that he was kind of like, I know I'm going to do this. I know higher power is going to guide me through this, but I'm afraid I don't know that I want to do this. So just kind of have that. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of feeling very powerful, a lot of times feeling very weak. Anyway, the awakening. So now we have a 2 energy too. So we have a 12. 12, the 1, new beginnings. 10 plus 2, 10's transition. 0 of the 10 is, God, source energy. Again, we come to that too. But then you can add the numbers up, 1 plus 2, and it comes back to 3. So there's a lot of this 2, 3, type of energy here also. So just kind of take a look at these. This is Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is the messenger, the divine messenger, that's that sense where you feel like, okay, things are coming together. Now, this is also saying the message may not necessarily be, and this has been coming really strong for a lot of the signs. So a lot of the signs have this type. It's not necessarily what you wanted, but it is what you need to do, what you need to go. So it is kind of like, look at things a little bit differently. Okay? Don't look at it, and it could even be, don't look at it as the traditional. Look at it outside, I hate to say outside that box, but look at it differently. Don't necessarily, again, it's not necessarily the traditional, and you may have people that don't necessarily understand or agree with your path. Okay, so that's just, it's an interesting energy for the week too. So there is things that you want to try, it's always good, we're human beings, we're pack animals too, even though we're the lion, we still have our pack. It is always good to have your support, but not everybody will agree with you, my Leos. But Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. And I think that's really very strongly sensed here too. Okay, so let's see. So, but yeah, again, it's different. It's not necessarily the traditional. It's what you're going to come to a conclusion of where you kind of, my Leos, when all of a sudden it's like, I don't know. And then you're like, I know what I need to do. It all, like all the little puzzle pieces came together. So, there is this. And again, your ship comes in. Okay, let's see what crystal or energy for my Leos for this week. Here we go. Okay, reversed. Azurite. Oh, I like azurite. That's one of the stones I keep right here, and I hope this is my azurite. But azurite is, and it's interesting, divine guidance. Divine guidance. Stillness. Stillness helps you with that meditation, with that connection. New connections. Also astral travel. We don't talk a lot about that, but that's always an interesting, it's always an interesting tool in our arsenal. So, my Leos, it's going to be interesting for us this week. And also, too, we're getting ready. A lot of things have to get put into place. So when Leo season comes, we're ready to run with it. Now, remember, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell, notifications. I think, there's been some weird things going on, so you may want to make sure that you are subscribed. As always, though, my Leos, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.